I'm finally fucking back for episode 17. And this week we are going to talk about cross purposes. Well, I'm back, and the reason I haven't been doing my review shows in the past couple weeks is because my band, Thrash or Die, has just released a puppet video, man. As you can see, here's some stills from it, and if you want to watch the video, look in the comments below. I'm sure I'm going to put a little tag there so you guys can check it out. I think you'll dig it, man. Even if you think my band sucks, I defy you. I defy you to say that video sucks. The video fucking rules. It does rule. It's been getting a lot of hits, and a lot of people have been asking me for interviews, and I've been selling a lot of CDs. I've been going to the post office left and right, and dealing with CD Baby. Anybody out there that's got a band, you made your CD and you want to distribute it everywhere, give it a CD Baby. Those motherfuckers put it on Amazon for me, on iTunes, and a slew of other places, man. It's a really cool place to deal. If you're in a local band and you want to sell your CD, give it to CD Baby, man. It's just like 30 bucks or something, and they do the rest, man. They're like kind of like the internet record company. Anyway, so that's the deal with what's going on with me as far as the band, and that's why it's taking me so long. And in all this time, in the mail, I finally got Born Again, man. And this ain't about Born Again. This is about cross purposes. But I'm going to touch upon Born Again with the packaging. Look how cool it is. Look at all the pictures, and then it has an extra CD with a Reading show with Gillen. It sounds really fucking good. And a book with a story and blah blah blah, and that's it. That's my review of the Born Again. So let's get into cross purposes. Cross purposes. Again, a new member, but the return of Tony Martin, but on the drums from the Ritchie Blackmore family tree once again, because since Ozzy was fired from Black Sabbath, all they've been getting are people that work with Blackmore. And on this album, the drummer is Bobby Rondinelli, who was in Rainbow. And so that's the deal with this, man. So let's get into it, man. This is track 1, Eyewitness. Eyewitness, a great opening track, man. Really heavy, great fucking spirits. I know a lot of people out there don't really agree with me when it comes to the Tony Martin shit. Well, fuck you. Anyway, so this song is about the Amish people. Tony Martin's, the lyrics are about Amish people that kind of like shelter themselves from the outside world, and that's pretty much what it's about. I think it's about a movie too, right? Wasn't there an Amish movie called Witness? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, it's a good song, so let's go to track 2, man. Cross of Thorns, Cross of Thorns. This song is a great song, man. Another song, I love this album, as you might tell. And this is track 2. And this song, Tony Martin got the inspiration for the lyrics when he went out drinking to, I believe it was an Irish pub, and he was hanging out with a bunch of guys in Ireland, and they were having all that problems with the IRA and stuff, and they were all talking about their problems. And there was one guy that he was there talking to, drinking with, and he was talking about, you know what, man? If you're a religious person here, it's like having a cross of thorns. And Tony Martin said, man, that's fucking brilliant. I'm going to use that as the title, a working title for a song. And pretty much that's what this song's about. Cross of Thorns starts like very mellow, and then very heavy, but kind of like mid-pace. It's a great song, man, and I'm glad they played it live when I saw them. Yes, I did see the Cross Purposes tour with Motorhead and Morbid Angel, believe it or not. It was a great show, man, and I was glad that they played this one, because this is probably my favorite song off the album. Probably not. No, it is. Well, there's a couple other songs I really love, and a couple I'm not too crazy about. So let's go into track 3. Psychophobia. Man, how does Tony Iommi do it, man? I mean, the guy just has riff after riff after riff, and they all fucking kick ass, and this is another one of those killer Iommi riffs, but unfortunately, not a lot of people know about it, because not a lot of people really dwell into the Tony Martin stuff, unfortunately, but this is a kick-ass song, man, with that fucking riff, man. Only the master can do a riff like this. This song, Tony Martin, again, you know, he wrote all the lyrics to this. He actually wanted Geezer to contribute because, you know, Geezer is the master lyricist from all the early Sabbath stuff. But Geezer didn't want nothing to do with it, and he approved all of Tony Martin's stuff. So, you know, Tony was like, all right, you sure you don't want to do nothing to do with this? He said, no, okay, I'll take over. So Tony Martin wrote this song about David Koresh, which was that fucking psychotic fuck in Waco, Texas, that was kind of like a Jim Jones type motherfucker that had a bunch of people, you know, that worshipped his ass, thinking he was like some kind of savior or whatever the fuck. I didn't really look into it that much, but I know he was one of those, you know, fuckers with a cult that, you know, pretty much pissed the government off, and then the government fucked up by going into the place, and he ended up burning the place down and killed a bunch of kids and fucking, yeah, it's just your typical story, man, of one of those cults where, you know, they all die in the hands of their leader. So that's what this song's about, man. And, you know, something else about the lyrics of this song, since there was a little bad blood with Ronnie James Dio and Black Sabbath at this time, I think maybe, I could be wrong, but that line in there, time to kiss the rainbow goodbye, I think that was a little jab at Dio. I could be wrong. Virtual death, man. Goddamn. Alice in Chains influence much? It's very Alice in Chains-ish, but you know, Alice in Chains was fucking inspired by Black Sabbath. Well, a lot of that grunge stuff too, like Soundgarden, and even Kurt Cobain, blow his brains out. What's his name? Kurt Cobain. You know, even though they sound not like Sabbath, he claimed that, you know, when he was a kid, he was looking through albums, his uncle's albums, or was it his dad's, and he found Black Sabbath, and that's what started him on the shit. So Black Sabbath was very influential on the grunge movement. So, fuck, they cashed in a little bit on it, but, you know, I really dig this song. I think if Alice in Chains would have done this song, it would have been a much well-known song today. But unfortunately, since Tony Martin sang this song, and nobody knows it, except us Tony Martin fans out there. Haha! Immaculate Deception. If I may not speak about this song for a second, I want to touch on a little topic of somebody over there at the Black Sabbath bulletin board. I believe his name was Bible Black or Black Bible. I apologize if I got your name wrong. He left a comment saying, hey man, I really enjoy your review, but man, why do you keep saying stuff like, you know, hey, you're better than me when you talk about songs you don't like, you know? I mean, be a little proud of yourself, dude. I mean, come on. I mean, just because you don't like it doesn't mean they're better than you. Dude, I'm being sarcastic, man. When I say I'm better than you, it's kind of like, you know, it's like a wink. You know, I'm giving a little wink because I don't actually think they're better than me, but they do. So I kind of feed into them and I say, yeah, you're better than me. So, okay, back to the song. So this next song, Immaculate Deception, all I can say about this song is if you like it, you're better than me. Dying for Love. Kind of like No Stranger to Love Part 2-ish. The power ballad or the ballad of this song. Tony Iommi does some great guitar playing, man. And I dig Tony Martin's voice. Not a favorite one of mine, but it's an okay song, good mellow song. So, you know, that's about all. That's about all I can say about it. Back to Eden. Now we're getting somewhere. You know, the last two tracks were whatever, you know, but this song rocks, man. And I love the fucking lyrics. And it's great chorus, man. It's another one of my favorite tracks off this album, man. Back to Eden, man. Kicks ass. And yeah, I know I'm kind of boring on this shit. You know, I really, I don't know. I just love this song. I don't know what it's about. But, you know, it's a great song, man. One of my favorites, probably my second favorite. You know, I forgot to talk about, there's a song coming up that's actually tied for my favorite. But it's not this one. This one's number 2, where there's 2 songs that are number 1. So let's get into the next song. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. They made a video for this song. I love this song too. Not too crazy about the intro, the keyboards and stuff. Jeff Nichols, who has a lot to do and never credited. This album's no exception. But Tony Martin wrote this song about some nurse in some hospital in England that was killing babies, man. I mean, she's supposed to be there to protect them, and she fucking ends up killing them. What the fuck? But great rip. When this fucking song kicks in, I mean, it's another one of the better songs on this album. It's just kicking ass, man. I love this, and I don't recall them playing this shit live, yet they made a video for it. Cardinal Sin, another cool song, man. Not one of my favorites, but not as bad as the other 2 that I wasn't too crazy about. But it's a cool song. It's pretty much a song about, you know, like a preacher that, you know, was fucking little boys. And he was exposed the fuck. I'm glad he was. And he was arrested, or I think he left the country or some shit, but he was exposed. And fuck him, okay? Fuck anybody that fucks with little boys and little girls, you know? I'm totally against that. I may look like a molester, but I don't endorse that shit. Evil Eye. Now, Evil Eye, shit, man, I'd have to say it's a 3-way tie for my favorite songs. Evil Eye, a little thing that you may not know about this song was that Edward Van Halen wrote this song, or wrote the riff. He had something to do with this. But he got no credit, because I'm sure the reason why he didn't get any credit, because he didn't want to get the fucking record company weasels involved. And he ended up writing this song, and you know, word is that that's him playing guitar, but it also can't be, you know. To me, it sounds like Iommi, personally. It doesn't sound like Eddie at all. But, you know, some say that that is him, you know, but I don't think so. But it's a great song. I love the chorus, you know. I got hell looking up, I got heaven looking down. A lot of people out there think that shit's cheesy and shit, but I don't, man. I love it. It's like tied for my 3-way tie. But hey, I only mentioned 2 songs, so how can it be a 3-way tie? Because the next song. What's the Use? What's the Use didn't make the album. It's actually a Japanese bonus track, and it's, to me, the fastest fucking song on the whole album. Why it didn't make the album? I don't know. But it's fucking kick-ass, and it's my favorite song, along with Crown of Thorns, Cross of Thorns, and Evil Eye. It's again a great fucking song, and that's the end of my Cross Purposes review. Great album, man, with a couple not so great songs. And you know how I always end my show, so this time I'm using a prop to end my show. Okay, here we go. Your mom, she left this here. Yeah, she wrote Black Sabbath on it.